Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to Archer+Alex. My name is Alex, I am the owner and lead soap maker here, and we are on soap number 2 for our secret soap series, Y2Gay. So, in our last video, we created our trans pride flag soap, and today we will be doing our rainbow soap. So if you want to see how I do this cool layered rainbow soap design, make sure you keep on watching and we're going to get right into it. Okay, welcome to our next Pride soap video. Today we're going to be doing a layered soap design as inspired by my friend Holly at Missouri River Soap. So Bramble Berry came out with this beautiful, gorgeous Pear Pop Fragrance Oil not too long ago, and I really wanted to try it. So in inspiration of my friend, I decided we're going to do a pear scented rainbow soap design. So I'm going to go through our colors real quick. So we have our purple. So this is Orchid Purple Mica by Bramble Berry. We have a mixture of Tahitian teal and blue slush mica by Bramble Berry. We have our Kermit green mica. We have bright yellow rain jacket by Mad Micas. We have bright yellow rain jacket mixed with Mai Tai orange mica by Wholesale Supplies Plus. And then we have the stunning Trial by Fire by, I believe, Nurture Soap. So that's our color palette. In our bucket, like usual, we have our olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, and grapeseed oil with our coconut milk powder and our kaolin clay. And then we have our lye solution that has our inclusion of the sodium lactate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my stick blender. We're going to kind of emulsify everything in here real quick before we get to adding in our lye water solution. I'm super excited about this collection. I know I've kind of kept everybody on a little bit of a cliffhanger, but it's for good reason. We're doing a little secret soap series. So you guys are gonna find out the name of all the products at the very end, and it's just gonna be so much fun. So let me add in the lye water solution. Alrighty, so I did not want to blend this up very much for a couple of reasons. Bramble Berry is alleging that this pear fragrance oil is not going to accelerate. Anybody that has used a pear fragrance oil knows that pear, especially pear fragrance oils, tend to accelerate really, really quickly. So I'm a little scarred by an attempt that I made a couple years ago to do a pear fragranced product, a soap. So I'm not taking any chances. So we are literally just blending to emulsion, maybe a little bit before that. I'm gonna go ahead and dump-a-rooney our stick blender since we won't need it. And we're just gonna give this a little hand mix just to make sure that it's completely incorporated. So now I'm gonna go to my KD 8000, my scale, and we are going to add in 11.8 ounces of soap batter into each one of these containers. Like I said, I'm super excited for this collection. I've been wanting to do kind of like a Y2K themed collection for a while now. And what better to do it than for Pride, you know? And I'm not trying to make a joke or make light of our current environment, but this could, for at least a while, be the last Pride soap that I do. For, you know, who knows how long. I hope it isn't. I really hope it isn't, but you never know. So I hope it goes off without a hitch. And the fact that it's kind of a secret soap series too, like y'all know what the inspiration is, of course. You guys are all seeing the colors. You know what the fragrances are. But to kind of have you on your toes until we do like the reveal promo day, that's exciting. One more bowl. But yeah, I haven't done a layered soap design in so long. I want to say the last time I did it was Pride 2023, maybe? I tried this and it just really wasn't going to plan, but now I have literally 2 more years of soaping under my belt, so I definitely feel a lot more confident. Okay, I scrape down our host bowl just to make sure that when I add in the red to that, it is going to play nicely. Okay, we're gonna have to move pretty quickly on these. So let me get organized and situated. I'm moving these to my other workbench, just so that they are out of the way. I'm not bumping into them. Let's minimize mistakes where we can, folks. All right, so the first color up, we're going to do our purple. So we're gonna build this from bottom to top. Gorgina. And then for our fragrance oil, I've calculated we need 0.3 ounces of fragrance oil for each bucket, or each layer, my apologies. So let's go ahead and give this a little hand mix. Ooh, this fragrance oil smells fantastic. It smelled really great out of the bottle, but having the fragrance in a soap, you definitely get more of like those effervescent elements, which I'm obsessed with. It is called Pear Pop after all, and I'll make sure to put the fragrance notes in the bottom of the screen. But oh my goodness, they are beautiful. So what we're trying to do is prevent as many bubbles as we can. And then we're also trying not to get it on the sides. That way we have a cleaner overall product. So I'm going to scrape down the sides. We're gonna go over to this side. I want to scrape out each bucket really well. Okay, sweet. So we're just gonna kind of jostle it back and forth. I'm gonna get a popsicle stick. We are just going to use that to kind of clean down the edges a little bit. All right, we're good. We are good. Sweet. All right, let's move that container. All right, so the next color we are bringing on board is our blue. Going to do that. We're gonna get our scale. I'm like in the zone. I'm just trying not to make a big mishap mess of this, because I really do want this to turn out well. And there's something to be said, like, you look at my friends, Tim and Joey over at Sleepy Hollow Handmade, or Holly at Missouri River Soaps, or heck, even Nathan over at Clover Soap Works. And there's this like technical like precision when it comes to layers. And so I'm trying to emulate my friends' energies. That way we can get through this. We're not having any major malfunctions or mishaps. We don't have uneven layers. That's the biggest thing I'm trying to face with this bar. So what I'm gonna do now is we're going to now pour our blue in. I maybe should have used like an ultramarine blue for this layer. On camera, it's reading more of a true blue. And this, like in real life, it's definitely more of a kind of like a seafoam blue, which I don't hate. We're just gonna keep an eye on it. And it might turn more blue as time goes. That is a distinct possibility. But that purple is kind of dusty. So I'm kind of thinking that it's just going to be a good transition between the purple and then the rest of the colors in our soap. So we're just gonna try to level it. Then using our popsicle stick, we're gonna go through and clean up those edges. So our soap is starting to thicken up too, which could be a blessing or a curse. We are about to find out. We just got to keep this process moving. It'll be a blessing in the way that we don't have to worry about layers penetrating on top of each other, but it's going to be more difficult to level and pour into our mold. But we're at the halfway mark, so it may not be as problematic as I think it will be. And adding in our colorants, it's helping to kind of loosen up everything at the same time, and the fragrance oil. So it may be a non-issue at the end of the day. There's our green. This definitely would be easier in a larger slab mold. But I'm not at that point where I feel like doing slab soaps again. Not that I'm like afraid of it or whatever. I just know that while business has been great, y'all really kind of like this limited edition kind of collector brand that I've kind of made of everything. Where, yes, with the ready to wash, we have Hoochie and Pool Boy and more like regularly occurring products. But y'all really eat up having some like here today, gone tomorrow items. And I kind of love that because it allows me to kind of keep things fresh. Okay. And lastly, but not least, our red. Let's get that added in. And then this gets the last of our fragrance oil. Because that's how I calculated it. So we're gonna give this a mix. Ooh, on camera, it's very like toned down and almost kind of like a brick red. In real life, this is like a really true red. So editing Alex, make sure you capture that whenever we're doing the edit. So I'm gonna scrape down those little parts, make sure that all of our soap is in. We don't have any uncolored soap because that'll not look the best. I'm gonna give this one little tap down real quick. Yeah. Okay, I just need to soften that a little bit. And now we're going to add on our red, our final layer. We don't have to be too cautious with this layer. As you can see, the soap is already setting up. See, what I might do is if I ever do this in a large slab mold, I might do like 2 batches going at the same time. That way we can like get at least 100 or so bars out of this. And like do it in batches, right? So while one batch is setting up, we're adding our lye solution to the next batch for the next color. I think that would work really well. All right, so I'm gonna kind of spread this out, make sure we're in all of our corners. Alrighty, we did it. Everything's in the mold. Now the real tricky part, waiting. Because now we have to wait 18 to 24 hours to see how all of this turned out. But before we do that and before we cover it, I'm going to spritz this down with our 91% isopropyl alcohol really generously, because I don't know why or what it is, but sometimes this red in particular likes to ash. So we want to give it a best fighting chance as we can. So we're gonna let this saponify overnight, and then I will be back tomorrow and we will unmold this, cut it, and we will finish up the video. Alrighty, so we are back a little over 24 hours later, and we are getting ready to unmold our Pride soap. I can see it from the sides of the mold. It looks beautiful. Okay. Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. Did it turn out better? Okay, so let's go ahead and get this out the mold. I'm like so excited. It looks like my layers maybe aren't the straightest, but you know, given the reason for the season, we're not gonna worry about it. So this is what we're looking like. Looking pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. And now we are going to cut this lovely loaf into bars. So I'm kind of curious what you all would name this soap. So we've done our trans pride flag soap. We're doing our regular traditional rainbow pride soap now. I'm really kind of curious what you all would name this. So maybe that's our question of the day is down in the comment section below. What would you name this soap? That is perfect. On the side, little wink, little wonky, not too bad. This will get planed up so it'll be nice and smooth. It kind of reminds me if like you did the sand art, like the bottle sand modeling layering situation, but with rainbow colors. And then our last bar before our sample bar for the markets, which looks like this. So in total, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 bars and a sample bar. I'm not mad at that at all. So as a reminder, these are what our bars look like. Thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna kick it over to Alex in the studio, and we're gonna put a nice little bow on this video. All right, and that is how I created our Rainbow Pride layered soap design. So here is a closer look at it. You can see the really cool layers in here. They're not perfect, and I'm kind of glad that they're not perfect. It looks like the flag is blowing in the wind, and I couldn't be more excited. So, like I said in our last video, we will be revealing all of the names soon. We have one more artisan soap in the Secret Soap series. I want to know, what do you guys think that the names of these products are so far? You'll have to let me know down below. So if you want to see our next video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. If you like today's video, give us a thumbs up. We're going to be announcing all of these soap names on Instagram and TikTok very soon, so make sure you check out our social channels in the description box down below. So I hope everyone continues to have a great Pride. We're just gearing up for the entire month. I'm so excited. But until next time, stay safe, stay happy, and toodles.